Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
Russian motorists at least once a year face the problem of the passability of their vehicle. This is a traditional problem for winter weather, pleasing skids and ice. However, even in summer, a trip to off-road countryside can cause a lot of trouble. Let's talk more about how you can protect and insure yourself and your car. What affects the cross-country ability of the car? This concept is more often encountered by drivers of passenger cars, but even SUVs suffer on some road sections. Despite the fact that their designs are better adapted to overcoming difficult terrain, most of them belong to the class of crossovers. And not all of them are equipped with all-wheel drive. Obstacles that can become potentially dangerous include swampy areas, mud, snow, ice, fords, thickets, various road irregularities. The following factors affecting the cross-country ability of the vehicle are distinguished: tires, as well as the level of pressure in them. It is desirable that they correspond to the weather and road conditions as much as possible. With good tires, even a passenger car with front-wheel drive can give a head start to an off-roader on unsuitable wheels. If we are talking about the usual burdensome mud, then the best option will be tires with grousers. In other situations, wide analogs designed for low pressure may be optimal. Drive and locking design. In typical cases, an all-wheel drive vehicle that has the option of an interaxle differential lock will be preferred. This is necessary to allow each wheel to rotate in sync with the rest of the vehicle. Hard locking is most effective, and this is something that a conventional front-wheel drive car cannot boast of. Clearance height. This indicator is clear even to a novice motorist. The higher the lower edge of the car body is from the road surface, the less dangerous are all kinds of obstacles, pits, mud, bumps, snowdrifts, and so on. But this also applies only up to a certain limit. A higher ground clearance requires careful balancing, because the danger of tipping over also increases. Suspension and its rigidity. Far not in all cases independent suspension wins, and gives increased passability. Sometimes the dependent one is more reliable, because the risk of wool hanging out is reduced. Stroke and stiffness of the suspension also play an important role, but it is in many situations individually. Engine power. Another significant factor, but a big role is played not by the number of horsepower, but by the amount of torque. Diesel engines at low speeds are more tractive compared to gasoline engines. They are also better able to handle the car's immersion in water in fords and swampy areas. Read also, how to get a disabled sign for your car attachments to improve off-road capability. Various devices developed by automobile designers and experienced drivers help to increase the cross-country ability of the vehicle. Quite a popular means of increasing cross-country ability are anti-skid brakes. The design is a pair of angles with longitudinal type hooks and several transverse angles. All this is welded together and equipped with a chain. They are placed under the rear wheels, and the chain is wrapped around the rear axle. When the first gear is engaged, the anti-buxators start to advance, digging their hooks into the ground. This provides a better grip on the ground. The stuck car begins to slowly free itself from captivity. Very popular with experienced chauffeurs are snow chains, which can be track, caterpillar, or small link chains. The latter work well on cars without four-wheel drive on icy and snow-covered areas, on soft soaked soils, in mountainous terrain. The kit for improving cross-country ability includes a pair of chains, which consist of longitudinal and transverse sections of different lengths. They are interlocked and can be produced for both single and dual wheels. The chains should be thrown over the drive wheels of the stuck vehicle and then driven at low speed to approximately the middle of the structure. The chains are then tightened and the ends connected with locks. The movement of the chains on the tire when tightened should not exceed 10 to 20 millimeters. Otherwise, they will either be ineffective or will not last long. For particularly difficult road conditions, traction chains are used to increase the cross-country ability of trucks with dual wheels. They can help you get through a marshy meadow in a low-lying area, a snowbank, a dirt road in a slushy winter, and other such difficult terrain. The kit includes a pair of chains, which is installed similar to those described above. Among other chain designs to improve off-road capability, track chains are still known to cope where other types of designs can't. In addition to the tracks, each chain has cross ridges and connecting pins. To put them on the wheels of the vehicle, a special tensioning device is used. Put on any chains only when the road is difficult to traverse, and at all other times put them in the body as soon as possible. During contact with hard surface, they wear out quickly, destroy the asphalt surface, and simply lead to fuel overconsumption. In cases where other methods fail, so-called wheel pullers can help. They can be installed as close as possible to the front wheel axle. In the process of their rotation, the chain is wound on the drum of the device. With the help of such a winding, the car itself pulls itself to a safe area. Read also, Controlled Skidding of the Car. Features, how to safely do the simplest self-extractor for improving passability is an anchor with a chain or a pair of cables. Nevertheless, such a set for trucks weighs about 40 kilograms. Chains are attached to the front axle, and on the other side, to the ground hooks. Now the engine is started and first gear is engaged, after which the machine attempts to move. The chains wind up and pull the star wheels closer, which create a secure connection with the wheels and the road surface. The off-road capability is thus increased, and the vehicle pulls itself out on its own. Another very effective way to increase off-road capability is a winch for cars. You can use it not only to help other drivers, but also to pull yourself out of the impenetrable mud. But for this purpose, the vehicle must be equipped with this device. Next, you need to turn on the winch drum and unwind the cable automatically or manually. It is attached to any reliable object in the neighborhood, most often to a tree. It can even be hooked onto another vehicle and secured with stops. The only thing left to do is to engage the clutch and start pulling up the stuck vehicle. To simplify the work of the winch, it is desirable to turn on the first gear and both drive axles. After that, the cable is disconnected, cleaned, and rewound on the spool. What other options are available? Increase the off-road qualities of your car can be many ways, but do not hope that all of them will work 100%. If the suspension on the car is high enough and dodgers are installed, then the change of wheels to others with a larger radius can be useful. But too big wheels and tires make more noise and force the engine to consume more fuel. A large number of factors affect the off-road performance of a vehicle. These include its total weight, the presence of additional equipment, the pressure exerted on the ground, and much more. It should not be forgotten that the cross-country ability of a particular vehicle also depends on the driving skills of the particular driver driving it. As you can see, there are a lot of ways and designs to give the car the properties of an all-terrain vehicle and improve its cross-country ability. Of course, in practice, this is more often faced by truck drivers, and passenger cars are easier to extract with the use of a tow where possible. Those who have had experience in releasing their vehicles in a difficult situation, please share with other readers. In conclusion, enhancing your vehicle's off-road capability is not just about adding flashy accessories. It's about making thoughtful upgrades that truly improve performance and safety. From investing in quality tires and suspension systems to ensuring proper weight distribution and protective gear, each modification plays a crucial role in your off-road experience. Remember, the right preparation can make all the difference when tackling challenging terrains. So, take these tips to heart and get ready to explore the great outdoors with confidence. Thank you for watching, and happy adventuring.